Welcome to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we have some news. We have a new card, Chrono Jet Dragon. Well, new, it's kind of like a retrain type of deal. I guess it's an encounter card like we saw in Overdress before. And it's really, really spicy. However, if you still need any cards for Vanguard or accessories or anything like that, go to 50cards.shop and use the code Solemn for a discount. There's a lot of pre-orders and so forth. A lot of good stuff, so go check that out. Use the code Solemn. So Chrono Jet Dragon. Now, normally encounter cards so far have not been that exciting, you know. We saw them, they're like, they're fine, they're not crazy. Then afterwards, you know, PvD got some more support, got a bit better, so okay, cool. But overall, they were more like a little nostalgia bait, you know, just have some nostalgia spice inside Overdress without it being too overpowering. However, then we got Chrono Jet Dragon, and overall, I'm not a big Gears guy or anything like that, but this effect makes me go, oh, okay. It is auto on V, Generation Break 2. Yeah, in Overdress. It is a Overdress card. Generation Break 2. This ability is active if you have 2 or more phase-up G units in total on your Vanguard circle or G-Zone. G-Zone in Overdress. Interesting. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, until end of that battle, this unit gets power plus 5,000, and your opponent cannot call grade 1 or greater cards from hand to guard. Auto on V, when your G unit stride during your turn, cost counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and put it on the bottom of their deck. Weird. We have this Chrono Jet, and it strides, and it has a GB skill. Now, we know which product this is in. It's like it was called a stride deck set or something along those lines. And I was like, well, stride, okay, this is just them talking a little bit about the past, you know, we'll probably get some other grade 4 in the main deck, or maybe even a grade 4 in the ride deck, you know, kind of like, you know, some kind of gimmick that is still true to the way V did it and the way Overdress has done it so far. But no, this card straight up printed G-era keywords on here. G-era mechanics. So I'm like, huh? So I'm going to assume this is a Gear Chronicle only thing. You know, I'm going to assume that they give this mechanic as a little gimmick to Dark States Gear Chronicle type cards just for the encounter card to be completely the same as back then. What would be crazy if it wasn't though? If they just went, yeah, we're going to print strides and Overdress. Fuck it. That'd be really cool. I'd be all for that. But I don't think so. So let's not, you know, start celebrating or fighting, you know, over that just yet. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's just going to be specifically for this stride deck set type of line, just to go like, hey, look, we have some strides in here, remember those and so forth. But that's still really cool. I think it's really interesting that they were willing to take such a risk, because it is a risk, you know. It would have been the easiest cop out in their life to just put the grade 4 in the main deck, just like they did in V. But instead they went for something really, you know, creatively spicy. It's very spicy that they were willing to go this far. Now, so far we haven't seen the strides to put on top or any of that, so we can't really make speculation on how good it would be, if it's going to be game breaking. My personal hope is that this is at the same power level as a legend deck, you know, that you can literally just buy one pre-constructed deck and can enter events with it. You know, so far trial decks and star decks aren't that, which we all know, but in the past, if you weren't playing during the G era, we had legend decks and you straight up could buy them and enter events with them, and you could do well with them. Now, of course, you wanted to upgrade them a little bit still to really make them optimal, but they were really solid for what they were. It was like you had a trial deck on steroids. And so if this Chrono Jet type deal can be like that, that would be really, really cool. I would definitely welcome that. I would really like to see some type of product line where you have, you know, your start and your trial decks to get people in. But then if you want to have something, you know, just a competitive deck in a box, basically, once a year, you know, something like that, once a year, just a competitive deck in a box, that would be really cool and also easy to get people started. Because then whenever someone's like, oh, I want to start playing, I have a low budget, but I still want to, you know, not get annihilated at locals, let's say, that would be really good. Now, of course, Vanguard is overall pretty okay in that regard. Like, you're not going to get annihilated quite as much in Overdress, even with a trial deck. As power creeps, and it always will in any card game ever, you know, it would be a pretty cool welcome thing. So again, so far we don't know, but striding and Generation Break in Overdress, spicy. I'm liking it. Hope you found it interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you need anything, go to 50cards.shop and use the code Solemn. I will see you soon. Ciao.